zero rules. So we're going to start with negative. And I need you to write on your paper, move it. Move it. If it has a negative power, it has to move. So think about it like this. If you're in a negative situation, if you're in a bad situation, like let's say you're dating somebody who's bad for you, you know they're bad, you want to move, all right? You want to get out of that situation. If it's negative, that's bad, you want to move it. What if it's positive? If you're in a great relationship, you love that person, it's positive, do you want to move? No, you want to stay, okay? So that's what you kind of have to keep in mind for this. So this first one, x to the negative 2. Is it negative? Yes, so it has to move. So what I want you to do is draw a line. First step. Does anybody know what number we can put underneath it? A 1. Good. Okay, so this is all we've done first. We put a 1 underneath it. Now you have to ask yourself, is x on the top or on the bottom? Where is x? It's on the top. Where do you think it's going to move to? The bottom. So for your answer, draw another fraction bar and put x on the bottom. The whole point of moving it is to make it positive 2. The whole point of putting it on the bottom was to make it positive 2. What do you think goes on the top now? 1. That's your answer. Okay, number 2, y to the negative 3rd. That's negative, so it has to move, okay? What number can I put on the bottom of it to start with? 1. I can put it on the bottom. I can put 1 on the bottom. So that lets me know where y is. Y is on the top, and it's negative, so it has to move. I move from the top, I'm going to move it to the bottom. So draw your fraction bar for your answer. Write a y on the bottom. What number do I write with the y? Positive 3. Very good. And put the 1 on top. Okay. Now, number 3 already has the 1 for you. Where is the a right now? It's on the bottom. Where does the a have to move to? Why do I have to move the a? To make it positive. So I move a to the top. Now, on your answer, you don't have to put a 1 on the bottom in your answer. That's optional. Okay? You don't have to put a 1 on the bottom. You can, but you don't have to. You can leave your answer like that if you want. Okay? All right, number 4. Guys. Number 4 has 2 things I have to treat separately. Remember, I do my x's and my y's separately. What number is with x? Positive 3. If it's positive, you don't move it. You don't want to move something that's positive. If things are going well, you want to stay. The x stays. The y has to move because the y is negative. We want to make it happy. Right now it's sad. We want to make it happy. So we want to move the y to the bottom. So in my answer, y is going to go on the bottom. It's going to be positive 2. Why is it positive 2? Because I've switched it. I moved it. So that makes it positive. Where do you think the x goes in my answer? It stays on the top because it was already positive. Don't mess with something that's positive. If things are good, leave them be. Leave them be. Okay. These next examples, do they have variables with them? No, they don't. What I want you to do in this class, if you see a problem that's just all numbers, if it's all numbers, just use your calculator, okay? Let's get those 100% right. So in my calculator, you're going to use the caret key. All right, let me pull it up. Hey, gentlemen, raise your hand if you have a question. Way too many people talking out of turn. In your calculator, first thing I want you to type in is the 3. And then you're going to use the caret key right here. It's above the division. Here's the caret key. And you type in negative. Remember, you have to use this bottom, negative 1, and press enter. Can someone tell me what's wrong with that answer? Very good. What do I do? Math. Just math. No second. Just math. Enter, enter. So my answer is 1/3. 1/3. My answer is 1/3. Okay? And as you can see, the calculator moved the 3 to the bottom to make it positive, so you can see what the calculator did. Number 6, Ethan G., what are you getting for your answer? 1/5. Okay, he just typed it in his calculator. Number 7, Chuck, what you got? Good, thank you. People should be working these on their own. I appreciate that. Good, 1/16. Ethan H., number 8. Very good. Number 9. When I type this one in, I need to type in a 1. Then I need to type in the division. Yes, Dylan, thank you for raising your hand. Okay, I type in 1, then you type in the division sign to get this bar, and then 4, caret key, -1, and it should just give you 4, plain all 4. Number 10, Dylan, what you got? Oh yeah, sorry, Chad, number 10. And Jesse, number 11. All right, any questions on that one? Please write down anything to the 0 power is 1. Anything to the 0 power becomes 1. It disappears, it cancels out. Anything to the 0 power is 1. Okay, so one thing I do to help me remember that, when I see a 0, I make it the word 1. I make it the word 1. When I see a 0 in the exponent, I make it the word 1. So the answer to this cancels out and it becomes 1. That's your answer. It cancels out and your answer is just 1. Okay. Number 2, what does this 0 go with? What does the 0 go with? It goes with the 4. What else does it go with? The 2. It goes with both of them. It goes to everything. So that means everything cancels. And what do I write for my answer? 1. Okay? Okay, number 3. This one gets people every time. Number 3. What is the 0 with on number 3? The X. Very good, guys. Y'all are doing great. The 0 is only with the X. So the X cancels, but the 6 doesn't cancel and the Y doesn't cancel. I drop those down. The 6 comes down and the Y comes down. I'm not going to write a 1 on this one because I have other stuff to write. So there's no point in writing the 1. Because what is 6 times 1? 6. So just write it like that. Okay, so the X cancels out and the other stuff drops down. All right, oh, number 4, Zaria, what is the 0 with? The Z. So the Z cancels. Ethan H., what do you think I'm going to write for my answer for number 4? Very good, Ethan H. Everything else drops down. Okay? Number 5, Daniel, what does that 0 go with? Very good. So everything cancels. Chuck, what do I write for my answer? A 1. Good. Are there any questions?